Like with linear equations like y equals mx plus c, m being the slope and c being the y-intercept, we can use this information from this equation to help us solve it. So y equals 2 bracket x plus 1, x take 3. Using that information, we can sketch the graph. We can find out the relevant information we need to help sketch it. Because we know it's positive, so it's going to have a minimum, and it's going to look something like this. Okay, that's just a rough sketch idea. Okay, but we're actually going to find out what that value is there, what that value is there, what the y-intercept is. We'll find the axis of symmetry and the vertex here, all from this equation. Okay, the first things first, we'll find the x-intercepts. Now that's when y equals 0. So that's when x plus 1 equals 0 or x take 3 equals 0. So the x-intercepts will be -1 and 3. Okay, because -1 plus 1 equals 0. And 3 take 3 equals 0. Alright, and that would then make y equals 0 at that time. So if that's the y, if they're the y-intercepts, -1 and 3. That means the axis of symmetry, which is in the middle of them, okay, so axis of symmetry, that's in the middle, because obviously symmetry means to divide, so it looks the same. So between -1 and 3 would be x equals 1. Okay, because -1 plus 3 is 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1, so it's in the middle, 1. Okay, which gives us some more information. So we know now we can, if we have our sketch here, we know that we've got -1, 1, 2, 3. We've got our x-intercepts there. Our axis of symmetry is in the middle, which means our vertex has to be on that. So to find the vertex, x equals 1. So what we do, we substitute that into the equation. So y equals 2. 1 plus 1 is 2. 1 take 3 is -2. 2 times 2 times -2 is -8. So that means the vertex will be at 1 minus 8. So if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, well there's our vertex. It's going to be right there. So don't forget to label your axes x and y. So there we go. We've got our vertex. Next, we want our y-intercept. Now, that's when x equals 0. So y-intercept is when x equals 0. Well, if x equals 0, we just substitute that in. So y equals 2. Now 0 plus 1 is 1. 0 take 3 is -3. And just by looking at the sketch I have here on the right, you can tell the y has to be negative because we know it's a negative. We know it's got a minimum because it's positive, and we're in the y where the axis of symmetry is. So to keep it consistent, so you get a rough idea. 2 times 1 is 2, times minus 3 is minus 6. So that means the y-intercept is 0, minus 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There it is there. So now we can sketch our graph going through those points. Make sure we have our arrows because they just keep going on and on forever and ever. So using that equation format, we can go through and find that relevant information to sketch the quadratic.